Hey, new mic. Look at that. Yeah. So I definitely 100% muted myself because apparently blinky light means mute and solid light means I'm on. But yeah. Woo! Yeah, thanks. Anyway, so as you regulars can see, I'm by myself today. Lucas is currently at a meeting about explosives. And he said he'd try to do it from his phone to help out, but I thought that maybe don't be distracted talking about explosives. So I did find some royalty-free music so I don't go crazy just listening to the sound of my own voice because it drives me nuts anyway. Just imagine hearing yourself in your ear at all times while you're talking. Yeah, that goes on constantly. Anyway, like I said before I unmuted myself, welcome to Drink a Thing Trivia. My name is Doug. I will be the host with the most this evening. We have 48 questions tonight. If you want to play, if this is your first time joining us, you can either scan the QR code in the top right corner, which should take you right to it, or if you want to download the TrivNow app, you can do that too. If we even have this awesome little thing in chat. Hold on, let's see if I can pull it up. Boom. Yeah. Oh, damn. Did he not set up the leaderboard? There, I changed it. You guys should be able to see the leaderboard. Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's so many people. Where's Lucas? I can't do this by myself. What was I thinking? Also, everyone else is sick. But like I said, we will have 48 questions tonight of varying topics and whatnot. If you want to join us, again, scan the QR code in the top right or download the TrivNow app on your Android or Apple phone. Oh, if Android's better. But yeah, so let's go over a couple rules real quick. Rule number 1, don't be a dick. It's pretty simple. I even have it written out, although you can't really see it because it's kind of far away and my camera isn't that high quality. Essentially what that means is, just don't be a dick. If you're asking, well, what about cheating? Well, that's rule 1A, which is don't be a dick. So, cheating is essentially if you have a question up on your phone or browser or whatever and you navigate away from it while the question is being asked, you're going to get red flagged on my screen, which is going to essentially let me know that you might have been looking up something else. And if you really can't stay off Facebook for 20 seconds, 30 seconds to answer a question, you might need some help. I'm not going to say that that's my job or anything, but, stay off of it. Not that hard. Anyway, besides that, we're going to have a pretty good time tonight. We might go a little bit faster because I won't have Lucas here distracting me and telling weird stories and things like that, so it's going to be good. But if you have any questions at all at any point, please just let me know in chat. We are streaming on YouTube today, too, which is interesting. I've never done that before, but I didn't know we had a YouTube until like 2 weeks ago, so surprise. Also, a little bit of news. Monday, if you're in the Leesburg area in Virginia, we'll be starting our first night of trivia at Black Hoof Brewery. Ryan will be there, our almighty moderator, filling in for Brian until Brian can pick up in May once his kid stops playing baseball or whatever stupid sport he plays. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then at the end of the month, which I believe is April 28th, we're going to be doing Star Wars themed trivia night. We did Harry Potter last week, right? Yeah, Harry Potter last week, and our people got their prizes either today or yesterday. So there'll be prizes, there'll be money, there'll be all that good stuff. So good stuff. Besides that, I think that's everything. Now I can stop doing my monologue. Let's get into the drinking part of this. Why don't you guys tell me what you're drinking in chat? What I am drinking is National Cherry Blossom Festive Ale. I can try to get that in there. It's from Old Ox Brewery, which, I mean, I have bad things to say about them on a professional level, but their beers are pretty good. For those of you who don't know or haven't been to DC, there's a bunch of cherry blossoms that bloom once a year. They were a gift from Japan in 1912. There's about 3,000 of them, and they bloom for like a month, and then they're dead the rest of the year, which, ooh, pretty. Whatever. They get everywhere. It's obnoxious. You can look at a dogwood tree, and it's about the same thing. But aside from that, Ian's got some Raging Bitch going on. Always a good choice. If you go to a baseball game, it's always funny when they try to, tell you what beers they have And the guy at like Nats games will always say "raging dog." It's like, nope, that's not the name of it. That's not the name at all. So, hi, Allie. Say hi to people at home. Lucas isn't on, so he can't wave aggressively at you.
I know.
All right. Well, with that, White Claw, sir. Oh, Kenny, come on, White Claw, really? Actually, White Claw's pretty good. I can't complain. But shall we get started? I think we should get started. Question 1. So we're going to go with the usual first round. Let's catch up on what's happened in the last few weeks. March Madness finally over. Who won the men's tournament? So, who won the men's NCAA tournament? Get dunked on, small kid. These 4 answers were all in the final 4. UNC versus Duke, Kansas versus Villanova. And the final was a combination of one of these 4. So, it's one of them. Figure it out. Come on. Trying to think. Okay. Lord. Okay, Legend is. I finally got the bunghole team name this time. Took me way too long, but honestly, I think A Link to the Bunghole is my favorite. So we got Breath of the Bunghole, Bunghole of Time, Majora's Bunghole, Bunghole's Awakening, A Link to the Bunghole. I think A Link to the Bunghole is going to be my favorite there. But who are we missing? Rocket Frog 1. I don't know who that is, so I assume it's maybe Mitch checking in on me, making sure I'm not a complete idiot. But the answer was Kansas. Good old Rock Chalk Jayhawks pulled it out against Duke. They were down by 15 at the half. And for those of you interested, South Carolina won the women's tournament against UConn. Hi, Minnesota. All right, next question. You guys knew this was coming up. Come on. The slap heard around the world, unless you were living under a rock the last week. You probably heard Will Smith slapped someone for making a joke about his wife. Who did he slap? You can get into who was right or who was wrong and all that good stuff, but all I know is Will Smith laughed at that joke first, then looked at his wife and was like, oh, she's upset. I guess I should do something. And my theory is that he went so hardcore that he was like, if I get in trouble for slapping somebody, then I won't get in trouble for laughing at the joke at my wife's expense. But that's just my theory. I am enjoying. I normally don't do the gifts when I write questions. Mitch goes in and just goes to his heart's content, and he has been on point so far. Also, these smooth. I feel like I'm running a smooth jazz station at this point with the new mic with a boom arm and the music in the background now. All right, and that answer, of course, is Chris Rock. I don't think he would slap Dave Chappelle because, let's be real, Dave Chappelle's hard. Number 3. Surprisingly, the U.S. men's national soccer team qualified by the skin of their teeth for this year's World Cup. But can you tell me where is the World Cup being held? Which I can never figure out. I know at one point they were talking about doing a joint host between U.S., Canada, and Mexico, and the U.S.'s city would be D.C., and I was like, for the love of all things holy, please no. You imagine, well, for those of you in Virginia, just imagine how bad the travel would be. All right, looks like everyone's in. That's going to be Qatar. For those of you who don't know where Qatar is, if you look at like Saudi Arabia on the map, on the Arabian Peninsula, it's like east of that. It looks like this little, I don't know, erect penis sticking off the side of it. All right, number 4 is going to be fill in the blank. Well, not fill in the blank, but for your response, HBO announced the long-awaited Game of Thrones prequel. It's finally hatching this summer. What is the name of that series? And let's be real, nobody was asking for this at all, even a little bit. We want the next book. Or at least a, satisfying ending to the actual Game of Thrones series. bum. Wheel of Time? Really? Wheel of Time wasn't the prequel to Game of Thrones. I'm so disappointed in some of you. What else we got? All right, and the answer is House of the Dragon. I also accepted House of Dragons. Hey, being busy has nothing to do with being good at trivia. Come on. So, this November, there will be a wedding reception at the White House for the first time in many years. Until then, how many total weddings and or receptions have taken place on the premises? So, combined weddings and receptions. Everyone is only picking 4 or 14, and that's it. Really, I'm surprised. Like, how do you book that venue aside from like winning? Well, I got winning the White House. Yeah, like it's contest or it's like Miss America. Except instead of Miss America, it's Mr. Old White Dude who's winning. Except that one time. And it's I checked, but for those of you who didn't know, today Ketanji Brown did get voted into the Supreme Court. So first black female vice president and first black Supreme Court justice. Look at America being all progressive and shit. But the answer was 22. There's 18 weddings and 4 receptions that have been held in the White House. Number 6, Elon Musk became the largest shareholder of Twitter after he bought stock in the company. What percent of Twitter does he now own? Which is hysterical considering how much he was talking shit about Twitter for the last bunch of years, because people made fun of me on Twitter. I'm rich and can afford being popular, and people making fun of me, so I'm going to buy the company. If that's not the most, like, insecure white rich person thing to do, I don't agree with something, so I'm gonna buy it. Not that, you know, I can do that at all. What are we waiting for? Bunghole of time. Come on, man. Hurry up. Also, if anyone's interested, we will be playing some games afterwards on our Discord. Well, not on our Discord. We'll be playing on the stream, but you have to be in our Discord to play. So if you want to join us, you have to be able to use language, speech stuff on Discord, because that... How do you get violation detection and the wrong answer? That's... okay. Whatever. But like I was saying, you have to be able to talk in Discord to be able to play games with us, because that's where you're going to get codes and all that stuff. In the past, we've played Among Us, Jackbox, all that good stuff. We're always looking for new games to play if people have free ones. But the answer is 9.2%. All right, number 7. Who won Album of the Year at the Grammys on Sunday? Also, can anyone honestly say that they watched the Grammys on Sunday after the Will Smith slap and that was everything that was in the news? So I didn't even know the Grammys were happening until like yesterday when someone was like, hey, yeah, so-and-so won this award. I was like, I didn't even know that happened. I don't even know who Doja Cat is. Or John Batiste. John Batiste? Batista? Is he related? I don't know. Lil Nas X, yeah, and then Justin Bieber, yeah. I feel like someone's gonna yell at me. How do you not know who John Batiste is, or whatever his name is? But that's also the answer is John B word. I don't know. Johnny B. Fine, we'll go with that. And last one of the round. Here we go. I really need like a second person to keep me on task here because I'm really bad at that. But for the last one, you do get to wager. Hold on. I'm going to have to change that because... All right. And in the weird Here's Your Sign award news, a German man is being detained after allegedly receiving at least how many doses of the COVID vaccine in part of a scheme to sell forged vaccination cards? I would hate if that was the deal you needed.
I gotta run out.
Okay, are you alright?
I probably won't be playing games later.
Really, forged vaccine cards. Like, if you're gonna be that big of an anti-vaxxer, just like stand next to your principles. It's not that hard. I don't want to be ostracized from stuff because of my choices. Oh, so you want the best of both worlds, you spoiled pricks. Also, if you're still anti-vaccine, like, just why? Why? At this point, I don't think there is a single solid argument that I can respect from anybody that's like just even remotely whatever. Anyway, moving on. It looks like everyone's in, but the answer is 90. He got 90 doses of COVID vaccine, which, like, at this point, how is he not just, like, super powered? Because that's ridiculous. But with that, our leaderboard thus far... In first place, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Bunghole 17, Bunghole's Awakening 16, Majora's Bunghole 15, Breath of the Bunghole 14, Bunghole Time 9, Tiny and Scrappy 4, Ask My Balls 3, Faux Shizzle My Quizzle 0, Electric Mayhem 0. Okay, if they put tracking chips in all of the vaccines, they are more than welcome to know that I go to work, come home, go to bed, go to work, come home, go to bed. Like, they're more than welcome to that data. I'm happy for them. Because then my FBI agent will be just as bored as I am on a day-to-day basis. And also, anyone saying that, like, oh, Bill Gates put the microchip in the vaccine, like... You think the dude who came up with the Zune somehow found a battery small enough to put into a tracking device? Like, dude could even make a good operating system. What makes you think that he's the one doing tracking chips? Come on. And if it had been Steve Jobs before he passed, he would have been, you know, too obsessed with, look how sleek and innovative it is, and would have shown everyone first before, and then charged you $900 just for the needle that would attach to the vaccine itself costing $10,000. All right, next round is on beer. It's National Beer Day. Let's celebrate with a round on beer. First question, which country consumes the most beer per capita? Who consumes the most beer per capita? I would honestly believe any of these at any given time. Once again, if you're joining us and you want to get in on trivia, just scan the top right QR code to get to the browser, or follow the link in chat to be brought to the browser as well, or download the TrivNow app on your phone, Apple or Android. But with that, the answer is the Czech Republic. In first place is the Czech Republic with 143.3 liters per person on average. Germany fourth with 99. Ireland was seventh with 92. The U.S. is staggeringly 20th, 72.7. All right. Americans love beer, but what is the most sold beer in the United States? Question 2. Also, if none of you did check out our Instagram or Facebook, we do have what we're just calling free candy. We'll give you random answers or just things out of context. And now I see why Mitch wrote this question, and it really angers me, but whatever. All right, that answer is Bud Light. So Bud Light was first, Coors second, Miller fourth, PBR 16th. The most sold beer in the world is Snow. I don't know what that is, but apparently it's the most sold in the world. All right. Number 11. We all know that beer is obviously barrels of fun. Ha, puns. How many gallons of beer does one U.S. beer barrel contain, though? A beer barrel, not a regular barrel. Not that many people will know the difference in that distinction. Should have put how many standard drinks are in. Which I think a pint is a standard drink. All right. And the answer is 31. Again, I said beer barrels, not regular barrels or normal barrels. There are 42 gallons in a normal barrel. And standard drinks, there are 248 pints in a barrel of beer. What is the oldest brewery in the United States? Founded in 1829. Everyone's really just going all out. Wait, are Frankenmuth and Minus Craft even like real breweries? Oh, it's in Wisconsin. I got red on me? What red? I see no red. What red are you talking about? And the answer is Yingling, founded in 1829. Oh, yeah. Hey, you got a little bit red on you right there. Oh, what was the last movie they put out was what was it, At World's End? That was just a straight garbage movie. Like that group. Hot Fuzz was awesome. Shaun of the Dead was great. There's Paul, which was alright, but I mean, really, you're not gonna get better than Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead. What was the first brewery to sell beer in cans in the U.S.? Okay, so for my Michigan friends, every time I go up to Chicago, I'm told that like all we drink in the East is Leinenkugel. Like, is that like, does everyone just assume that? Because Leinenkugel is not that good. I'm not saying that's the answer or not either, but just I saw Leinenkugel and I saw it in the store today, and my uncle was talking to me a couple weeks ago. It's like, oh yeah, how's all that Leinenkugel or something, making fun of me for I don't know what, but. All right, the answer is Kruger Brewing Company. All right. The Great Beer Flood occurred in 1814 when several wooden vats containing porter, whatever, burst at a brewery, releasing a 15-foot tall wave, or about 300,000 gallons of beer, swept down the street. Ultimately, it killed 8 people. But where did this great catastrophe occur? So in a very literal sense, people were killed by a flood of beer, and that's equal parts amazing and sad, but meh. Y'all some racist people. See, so far answers we have are everyone's saying Dublin. Everyone did say Dublin. The answer is not Dublin, though. That would be London. So in 1814, there was the Great Beer Flood in London. There was also the Great London Fire. Too bad those things didn't happen together. Would have solved all the problems. Boston had the Great Molasses Flood in 1919, and Dublin had the Great Whiskey Fire of 1875. All right, number 15. Beer obviously pairs well with cheese. Hello, beer cheese. But to stay afloat during Prohibition, which brewing company made cheese to make ends meet? I actually probably should go back through. Okay, that's right. That's wrong. All right, and the answer is waiting for one. No, the answer is not I'm waiting for one, but going once, going twice. All right, the answer is Pabst Brewing Company. And number 16, last one of the round. That sounds bad. Under the 1516 German purity law, a true beer can only contain 3 ingredients. What are they? Maybe Germany should have renamed this law after some things happened like 400 years later, but so what makes a true beer? To be a pure, true German beer, you can only have what? 3 things. So alcohol is not one of the answers because that's what fermentation's for. Yeast, sugar, and water makes bread. Well, I guess you need flour too. Man, some of you guys are so close. So close. Well, so none of you knew, but the answer is water, hops, and barley. Water, hops, and barley make up beer. All right, let's go to our leaderboard. And first place, Breath of the Bunghole 21. A Link to the Bunghole 18. Majora's Bunghole 17. In fourth place, Bunghole's Awakening 15. Ask My Balls 11. Tiny and Scrappy 10. Bunghole of Time 0.5. Posters on my Quizzle 0 and Electric Mayhem 0. All right. Next round is on British trivia. Let's take a journey across the pond. I'm only a beer in. This is embarrassing. I'm not even a beer in. I'm like eighth of a beer in. So let's take a journey across the pond, around on all things British. First up, a stone is a unit of weight, part of the imperial system that Brits like to use. How many pounds does one stone roughly equate to, though? I much prefer this, like, weight, because it sounds so much cooler to be like, I weigh 15 stone, instead of like, I weigh 300 pounds. One sounds more badass, and one sounds like you need to go on a walk. And yes, I realize the hypocrisy of that statement. Shut up, get off my back, Mom. Not that my mom is actually playing. I think she would be embarrassed of her boy at this point if she saw me hosting. All right, and the answer is 14 pounds. One stone is 14 pounds. Oh, God. So, in my fear of clowns, can you tell me who this horrifying nightmare fuel is that kids apparently love? Like, looking at this, I wonder, like, there has to be people who look back, kind of like Bozo the Clown. Like, I look back at Bozo the Clown, and I'm like, why did I ever think that this was something I should watch as a child? It was horrifying. But Mr. Blobby is... And all he says is... well, I didn't give the answer away because everyone already answered. But yes, it's Mr. Blobby. And all he says is like blobby, blobby, blobby. And it's terrifying. And it's in like a synthesized, high-pitched voice. Look him up sometime because... Yeah, it's terrifying. Alright. Despite being rebuilt 4 times, what London theater is the oldest to still be operating on its original site? I would say this festive ale has kind of like a sour kick to it. Like sour the kind of beer, not like sour like the taste. Pretty decent. Probably gonna give me heartburn later, but meh. Alright, and the answer is the Drury Lane Theatre Royal. Or Royal. Theatre Royal. I don't know. Do you know the Muffin Man? Who was the first royal to call Buckingham Palace home? So when you think of British royalty, you obviously think of Buckingham Palace, but which royalty member called it home first? All right, answer is Queen Victoria. All right. When is official tea time in London? Apparently there's an official tea time, which... I don't know, I can get behind that. What is the official tea time? All right, so the answer is 4 p.m. Some of you put 11. They call that 11sies, which I guess is another tea time or biscuits or I don't know. British people are weird. Speaking of tea, Brits experience a phenomenon called TV pickup for electric grid surges, with everyone brewing tea at the same time during commercial breaks. Which event recorded the highest surge? So apparently during commercial breaks, so many people use like tea brewing equipment that it puts a surge on the electrical grid. So which of these TV things happened, had a commercial, and then there was apparently a huge surge? All right. So the answer is England versus West Germany FIFA World Cup semifinal. It apparently used 2,800 megawatts, followed by the Thornbirds final episode, then Charles and Diana's wedding, and then England versus Croatia's, I guess, Rugby World Cup. Hey, I'm not the one who puts these together. That's all Mitch. Blame him. All right. Which British castle was used for Harry Potter films? And really, it's British, so of course we have to put Sean in there because, you know, he's British, I think. All right, and the answer is Alnwick Castle. Last question, another free response and wager round. The Royal Coat of Arms features a lion on one side to represent England, and what other animal to represent Scotland? You would know this if you know Scotland's official animal. All right, missing one. Come on. Bunghole of Time isn't very timely. All right, and the answer is unicorn. Royal Coat of Arms has a lion and a unicorn because it's Scotland's national animal. Don't ask me why. With that, at halftime, in first place, Bunghole's Awakening 27, Breath of the Bunghole 24, A Link to the Bunghole 23, Jorah's Bunghole 22, Ask My Balls 20, Tiny and Scrappy 13, and Bunghole of Time 0.39. Somehow you've gone down from 0.5. That's embarrassing. But let's take a quick break right there. Give you guys a couple minutes, go refill your beer and whatnot. I'll switch it to the transition, and we'll be back. Let's call it like 3 minutes. Give you guys a little bit of break to go get some beer. If you have any questions, anything like that, feel free. I'm going to stick around, but I don't want to just stare at my face. So, take a quick break for halftime. Go refill your beers and whatnot, and... And we're back. Told you to be quick. Everyone go get a beer, go to the bathroom. If it took you longer than 3 minutes, I'm sorry. Oh well. Let's get this going again. So, what are we, round 4? Yeah, so number 25. So for this round, we're going to do the opening lyrics to TV theme songs, and you're just going to tell me the show. All of these are free response, so I'm going to have to do my absolute best to not sing along. I'll try to do this monotone so that it doesn't give anything away, but here we go. Number 1. First one. It seems today that all you see. It seems today that all you see. So what TV show theme song lyric or theme song starts with that lyric? Unknown. I don't know, but it's Full House. It's not Full House. Or Unknown. Are you going for Unknown? Tiny and Scrappy? Alright, who are we missing? We're missing Ask My Balls and Bunghole of Time. Come on, guys. You got this. Also, I don't actually know if this mic sounds better than my headset mic because... yeah, I can't hear it, but... I realize I can probably just take these headset. I realize I can take the headset off because I don't actually have to listen to the music. I can just talk. It's fine. Actually, I really did enjoy that music. Never mind. It was very soothing, and now I'm going to just go for it. It's fine. Whatever. All right. And the answer is Family Guy. Good morning, USA. I've got a feeling it's going to be a wonderful day. Good morning, USA. I've got a feeling it's going to be a wonderful day. Where does that come from? All right. We're still missing Ask My Balls and Bunghole of Time. Going once. Going twice. I'm sorry, but the correct answer was not "go fuck yourself." The last one was correct. Your answer is wrong. So you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and check that and see. Family Matters theme song lyrics. No, you're wrong. Go fuck yourself. Because it's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And Full House opening lyrics. Whatever happened to predictability? The Milkman, the Paperboy Boy, evening TV. Don't you feel stupid? The bunghole of time is dealing with his kids. And is also wrong. That would be American Dad. Hey, baby, I hear a blues are calling. If all these gifts are just going to be people sitting in front of TVs just eating, the hell. Hey, baby, I hear a blues are calling. Weirdly enough, I have never watched a full episode of this show as much as it's, like, that well known. Apparently people really don't pay attention to oh, there we go. One person got it. Why would Blue's Clues be the answer? No. Binging with Bobish. Wait, isn't that a YouTube series? I'm gonna be mad when I hear the answer. Probably. Who we missing? Tongue all the time. I'll let him deal with his kids. The answer is Frasier. Tiny and Scrappy was the only team that got it. Okay, this one should be easy for anyone who lived anytime in the 90s. Earth, fire, wind, water, heart. Earth, fire, wind, water, heart. No, Kenny, you don't. I don't actually know if it is the theme song or not because I've never actually seen it. I always see like the preview thingy, like when you're scrolling through YouTube, and it says like Bob's Burger or something like that. Charmed? Nope. Charmed was not correct. Who are we missing? And the answer is Captain Planet. Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, Heart. Captain Planet. He's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to 0. Also, if you want a good laugh, you should look up Don Cheadle's Captain Planet. Essentially, he goes nuts. It's great. All right, number 29. This one should be easy. It's a rare condition this day and age. I'm going to laugh so hard if somebody gets this wrong. It's a rare condition this day and age. Really hope people were paying attention earlier. I'm surprised Bunghole of Time wasn't the first one answered. All right, we are missing Breath of the Bunghole and Bunghole of Time. So is Breath of the Bunghole just a fart? Or how does that work out? Is it like... Is there a thing that is? I know turtles breathe through their butthole when they go underwater. All right, and the answer is Family Matters. I read that one to everybody earlier. All right. Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. Apparently, capitalization is a big deal. Also, spelling. Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. All right. And the answer is the Beverly Hillbillies. She was working in a bridal shop. She was working in a bridal shop. I will give you a hint that it came out in 1993. I don't know how much of a hint that actually is, but... A link to the bunghole. It's waiting for you. All right, and the answer is The Nanny. I believe if that says anything about you, it's that you watch a lot of TV. Okay, so I'm going to sing this horribly, but I can't not read this and not, like, just sing it horribly. So this is the last question of the round. So there's going to be a wager. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. There you go. That's the only time I will sing, ever. But I can't not say that phrase and not sing it. Oh, someone coming. Lots of people coming in strong. Also, I don't know how much of that I can actually sing without before we get DMCA'd, but whatever. Oh, hey, look, it's time to ban somebody. Where is the ban hammer? I actually don't know if I have to be my own. Oh, I do. Yeah, so the almighty moderator, I guess I should have said this at the beginning, but the almighty moderator, Ryan, had got a concussion playing soccer, so he's not allowed to look at screens for a little while. So he would have been the other one hosting tonight, but apparently when you get a concussion, you're not supposed to look at stuff or think too hard or read, or at least that's what my doctor told me when I got a concussion. All right, and the answer is Dawson's Creek. With that, let's go to our leaderboard. In first place, 42 points, Bunghole's Awakening. Second place, 38 points, Link to the Bunghole. Followed by Majora's Bunghole, Ask My Balls, Tiny and Scrappy, Breath of the Bunghole, Bunghole of Time with 2.39. Yeah, Rock Frog 1, Faux Shizzle My Quizzle, and Electric Mayhem. Once again, after this, we might be playing games, depending on how many people are going to be around. Join our Discord if you want to. We throw up random stuff from time to time on there. If you want to keep up, play games, stuff like that, you're more than welcome to. Just a place to hang out and chill. With that, our next round. Latin phrases. For this round, I'll give you an English phrase. You tell me the Latin translation. First question's pretty easy. What for what? What for what? Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. All right, what do we got? Okay, so I totally missed it's like e-girl bathwater, and now I don't remember what we're talking about, and that bothers me that I cannot reference e-girl bathwater. I mean, really, isn't that what 99% of those like hot tub YouTubers end up doing anyway? Is like bathwater and porn? The answer is quid pro quo. What for what? Number 34. You may have the body. You may have the body. Sometimes I wish I was a really hot girl so I could just do all this trivia while sitting in a hot tub with the bikini on. We'd be like the most viewed trivia channel on Twitch forever. And then we'd sell the hot tub water for millions of dollars. Maybe that's just what I should do, is hire some really hot girls to ask we'll write the questions and all that and just sit back and let a bunch of hot girls read from a hot tub. It's a genius business strategy. All right, and the answer is habeas corpus. You may have the body as habeas corpus. Next one, stiffness of death. Stiffness of death. These are all just like Harry Potter spells at this point. The answer is rigor mortis. For those of you who are Harry Potter fans, the spell to lock someone's legs together so they don't walk is rigor mortis motor mortis, which I think is like stiffness of movement of death or something like that. But from many one. From many one. If, for the people who don't get it, if you don't live in America, oof. So if anyone has a dollar bill, they can pull it out, and it's written across it, E pluribus unum. Here's a better one, and I hope you have watched Dead Poet Society, because that would be Seize the Day. And obviously that's Carpe Diem, or Seize the Carp. Method of operating. Number 38. Method of operating. All right, that'd be modus operandi. Number 39, veteran. What is the Latin word for veteran? Which, I mean, pretty easy. If you think about people who would have one of these words in their title if they were a veteran of something. I can only spoon feed you these answers so much, people. Come on. Help me to help you. Help me to help you. Alright, come on. We are missing 2. Tiny and Scrappy. Bunghole of Time. I assume Bunghole of Time has kids, but Tiny and Scrappy, come on. And the last 3 all answered Libertas, which is not right. It's emeritus, like a professor emeritus, someone who is a veteran at teaching and is just sticking around for the cash monies. So the last question is what they twist. What does the Latin phrase sapere aude translate to? Another person I get to ban. Yay. What is with all these people? I want to buy followers. That's dumb. Why would I do that? I'm perfectly happy being in the lower tier of trivia. Although I think we're like the 3rd or 4th most viewed trivia on Twitch, which is really isn't saying anything, because like the number 1 spot is like consistently 20 viewers. No, I will not eat your shorts. And the answer is one team got it. Tiny and Scrappy. It's Dare to Know. So with that, leaderboard thus far. First place, Bunghole's Awakening 63, Majora's Bunghole 61, A Link to the Bunghole 59, Ask My Balls 57, Tiny and Scrappy, Breath of the Bunghole, and Bunghole of Time breaking 10 points with 12. Proud of you. You're not in the decimals anymore. All right, with that, Dermot McDermott. This is the last round of the evening. Well, we're gonna finish at 8:30, probably. So, credit to SNL on one of the greatest sketches for this round. It's a round of 50-50. I'll give you a roll from their IMDb page. You just tell me if it's Dermot Mulroney or Dylan McDermott. I don't know who either of these people are, so don't yell at me. But Dermot Mulroney or Dylan McDermott. The first roll from My Best Friend's Wedding. Who was in that? Dermot Mulroney or Dylan McDermott? Again, I don't know who these people are, so don't get mad at me, please and thank you. All right, so the first one, that is Dermot Mulroney. All right, I need to look these people up because I don't know who the hell they are. All right, Dermot Mulroney is I don't even. I mean, he was in the Best Friend's Wedding, but who is this dude? Like, I don't. Whatever. Who's the other one? Dylan McDermott. Oh, isn't he like... Okay, cool. I have a reasonable... Alright, The Practice. Dylan McDermott. Dermot Mulroney or Dylan McDermott? Bum, bum. All right, and that'd be Dylan McDermott. The perks of being a wallflower. The perks of being a wallflower. I'm gonna look this up because all of you are pretty intense about all right, and the easy answer be Dylan McDermott. All right. Olympus Has Fallen. Dylan McDermott or Dermot Mulroney? I'm getting tongue-tied saying these names too many times. All right, and that would be Dylan McDermott. Number 45, Shameless. Thank you. I got Crab Rangoon. Suck it. Yeah, I definitely need to mute my mic because it's going to turn into a much different stream. Not into that ASMR stuff. The answer is Dermot Mulroney. New Girl. There we go. That button sucks. Okay, so I put up the Discord. If you'd like to join us after this is our last question. But after this, I'm going to end the stream just for a couple of minutes, just to switch over, see how many people we get. But join our Discord if you want to play games. If you win tonight, just get on our Discord and message me individually. I will make sure that you get your prize. But like I said before I unmuted myself, last question is a free response, wager, all that good stuff. And here we go. LA to Vegas. Dylan McDermott or Dermot Mc... whatever. You know who I'm talking about. Dermot Mulroney. That's his name. Okay. Good to know. Not saying if that's the answer or not. I just couldn't remember Dermot's last name. Missing one. Bum, 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 bum. Since we're running so far ahead, I will give time. Bum, bum, bum. All right. About 20 more seconds. Free response, LA to Vegas. Who was in it? Well, actually, I don't know why I'm holding up. You can't win. It's fine. And the answer is both of them. They were both in it. Why would we make it a free response if it was a 50-50? Come on. With that, here are your winners for this evening. Once my leaderboard refreshes. In first place, our winner, Bunghole's Awakening, 67 points. Majora's Bunghole, 65. Ask My Balls, 62. A Link to the Bunghole, 56. Tiny and Scrappy, 54. Breath of the Bunghole, 39. Bunghole of Time, 12. Alright, once again, if you want to join our Discord, we're going to be playing some games. But you have to join the Discord to play. Thank you everyone for playing Bunghole's Awakening. You know how to get in touch with me. And I'll send you the prize. Other than that, again, announcements. Monday we will be starting. I don't care because I'm now officially a first-time winner. Congratulations. We'll be starting at Black Hoof on Monday. Star Wars is our theme night for this month, which will be the 28th. And beyond that, we'll be back next week. Or correction, Lucas will be back next week. I will not. I will be in San Diego. Means a whale's vagina. And, well, have a great evening, everyone. I will catch you later. We might be coming back, depending on how many people we get, to play